All right, guys, this is Normal Central coming back at you another YouTube video. And I really do appreciate all the love and support so far on my YouTube channel. I'm almost to 2,200 subscribers, so feel free to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free. Let's try to get the video up to 50 likes today because I am bearing some good news today as Alex Atkins has secured another offensive lineman recruit in this class in the 24 cycle. And you already got Jonathan Daniels, a four-star, was a five-star prospect until he committed to Florida State. Now he's a four-star prospect. What do you know? But anyway, with that, Daniels is a very, very talented prospect and has been on Atkins' list of wants for quite some time. Can play tackle or guard. I think he's going to project more as a tackle at the next level. But Florida State was now able to get three-star offensive tackle Tye Hylton from Oviedo, Florida, as this point. And I think this is a classification where Florida State loved his skill set. Was a right tackle at the largest classification in the state of Florida. Had officially visited at Penn State on June the 2nd. Then you turn over and you officially visit Miami on June the 9th. Florida on June the 16th. And then the last visit that he had, along with Daniels, was visiting for that loaded 23 weekend there. And I think that's very important because Florida State kind of struck out on a couple of targets. I'm not quite ready to say Jason Zandamela is fully out of it for Florida State because you have to remember with Jason Zandamela being from Clearwater, committing over to USC, going across the country, he has Lucas Simmons that's still at Florida State. Will they continue to push that button? Because Zandamela was a Florida State lean for quite some time. Crystal ball predictions were going in and out for him at that point. Will Florida State be able to get back into the picture with him? We'll see. But I don't want to put all this on Zandamela for today's video. Hylton is the star of the show at this point, a three-star offensive tackle who has some pretty decent offers as well. Florida State kind of got into the picture late in January, and next thing you know, Florida State was able to kind of continue to get him on campus as we go through. I think he could be a solid piece. I mean, you look at a guy like Dalton Richardson, who I know hasn't really developed just yet at the tackle position, but I think he could be one of those guys that develops into maybe a year two or year three kind of player that can be special for Florida State as we go forward here. Now, don't let the star ranking fool you because I know a lot of times with those star rankings, people say, well, he's not a four-star. We don't really want three-star prospects. We don't want this. But you have to have some foundational pieces in your class. And you look at a good example on the roster right now at Florida State. Robert Scott, for example, he's been basically a fundamental piece for what Florida State brings. Started 28 games in his career at Florida State and has been that foundational piece that not a lot of people expected coming out of Conway, Arkansas. And I think this was a piece there in the 2020 class that Mike Norvell really needed. And when you looked at it from a fan perspective in that class, you were like, okay, he's a three-star prospect. He's solid. What is he? I think Tye Hylton does kind of those same things. Now, you have some good tackles on the roster at this point. You have Julian Armella, you have Lucas Simmons, you have a Jeremiah Byers. You have a lot of pieces that are going to be coming back in the 2024 season, hopefully. And I think you can build a lot off this foundation. You don't need a ton of offensive linemen in this class because, like I said, you are losing guys like Demetri Emmanuel, Casey Roddick, Bless Harris. And at the tackle position, you're only losing Bless. So when you're looking at everything that's going on there, I mean, you don't have to have a loaded tackle class, especially in a kind of a down year for the 2024 cycle. I think the 25 class is more along the lines of where you may have to get 4 or 5 just to generate some more momentum with some of those other guys because there are going to be some more guys that are leaving. But just overall, I think Alex Atkins has done a tremendous job in identifying talent. And I don't quite think it's over with maybe acquiring 3, but I think right now he is satisfied with the 2 he has on the program with Hylton and Daniels. And I think this can be a building block for what Florida State can bring to the offensive line as we continue to grow and develop and hopefully get this unit into a top 5 above elite type of unit that everybody can enjoy. But I know Alex Atkins has done a tremendous job with developing the talent, changing the narrative of Florida State offensive line recruiting and just offensive line in general. And I'm super excited to have him as our coach and continuing to develop that as he goes through his career. But I really appreciate all the love and support as always. It is wonderful to see each and every one of you click on my video and just enjoy watching it and having that communication with one another in the comments section. Tell me what you think about Hylton. Let me know. I kind of want to hear some of y'all's feedbacks with that. And let me know if I can do anything else in terms of content, just in terms of content ideas, because the off season is here. Florida State football is rounding up around the corner about 50 days from now. And I think this is going to be an exciting season for fans to enjoy together. I really appreciate it as always, and go Noles.